Kenan has already joined us. Let's make him attendee. Ahmad Riyad as well. Welcome to you. Ahmed Alauddin. Everybody, after watching and repeating the national anthem of United Arab Emirates, we have just a little descriptive video. It's mainly about the rights of children. Let's see it together.
اهتمت دولة الإمارات بالطفولة فأصدرت في عام 2016 قانون حقوق الطفل وديمة. الطفل كل إنسان ولد حيا ولم يتم 18 الميلادية من عمره، وحظر القانون الإساءة إلى الطفل بكافة أنواعها ووضع عقوبات على مرتكبي مخالفات الإهمال وسوء المعاملة والعنف ضد الطفل. اختصاصات وحدات حماية الطفل: تلقي البلاغات، تقييم الحالة، وضع خطة تدخل، تقديم الاستشارات والدعم للأسر والأطفال، التنسيق مع الجهات ذات الاختصاص بتقديم العلاج النفسي والاجتماعي والصحي للأطفال ضحايا الانتهاكات، نشر ثقافة حقوق الطفل.
Someone take me out of the.
We have already finished our videos, and let's back again to our main lesson. Yes, what do you say? What do you say? Again.
Someone kicked me. Someone kicked me out of the class.
Ahmed, I didn't hear you. Speak clear. You are still awake and your voice is not clear. What do you say? Ahmed, take your time. It's okay. I have a lot of time. What do you want to tell me? It's okay. You have a lot of time. Easy. One by one. What do you want to say?
Someone kicked me out of the class.
Okay. There were some person who were not attendee, but I have already made you. Okay, I got it, Ahmed. Don't worry. Everything gonna be alright. Some person come late and they joined us. I couldn't make them attendee till I finish, as you know, our national anthem and our introduction, and after that, like now, I become to get back again to make them attendee. So I'm sorry for being late because we had to do this. Abdul Ghafoor, please try to be on time. Everybody, let's back again to our main lesson. Can you hear me well? Ahmed Alauddin, I'm calling for you. Can you hear me well? My voice is clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me remind you of some important things that we have already discussed last period. We have used a mix between English and math, a mix between English and science. So it was a great mixture that would help us mainly to express ourselves. It will help us to make a descriptive essay or piece of writing or to make a descriptive speech to talk about anything in our surrounding. We have already talked about very, very important, in my opinion, it's a comprehensive grammatical rule, which is direct speech and indirect speech. Listen to me, everybody. In order to be able to deal with a grammatical rule like direct speech and indirect speech, you should learn all the grammatical rule of the English language. Why? Because you have to change or to transfer between tenses. So you should learn what is present simple, because you may be asked to change it into past simple, like this. Past simple into present simple into past simple, like this. She said it is cold. You will say she said it was cold. Present continuous, am is are plus verb plus ing. You should transfer it into past continuous. Past continuous use was or were plus verb plus ing. For example, she said, I am teaching. I am teaching. This statement mainly in the present continuous. And the past continuous is, she said she was teaching. So that is a very important thing to learn about tenses. What is present simple, what's past simple, what's present perfect, what's past perfect, what's present continuous, and its opposite tense. So, in other ways, on other words, you should learn about models like can. It's change its grammar into could, may, might, will, would. You should learn also about adverbs and adjectives. We transfer this into that, and that changes into those, here into there, now into then, today into that day. Now let's move to talk about other thing. How many sentences we have in the English language? This is a very important question. Saeed Khalid or Saeed Khalid, Saeed, I don't remember, excuse me, has already joined us. They are late. Muhammad Al-Khatib also is late. How many sentences we have in the English language as a whole? Who will answer this question will be awarded for the greatest prize, which mainly about 10 point on our SLMS.
Teacher me.
Okay, Abdul Fattah, go ahead. How many sentences we have in the English language? Do you know? Quickly, man. How many sentences we have in the English language as a whole? Yes?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay. Thank you very much. Is there anyone else who can tell me how many sentences we have in the English language? How many types of sentences we have in the English language? This is a very important start. In order to be able to deal with a grammatical part like direct and
Teacher, can I
indirect
say?
speech. What's your name?
Muhammad Sharif.
Muhammad Sharif, of course. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Teacher, past simple, present
No, no,
simple.
no. Excuse me, Muhammad Sharif. Now you are talking about tenses. Tenses, we use them in all types of sentences, not only in some type and in other type we don't use them. So they are not types of sentence. Listen to me, everybody. How many types, how many kinds, how many sorts of sentences we have in the English language as a whole? And this is of the basics of the English language. We have 3 types of sentences. 3 types of sentences. Like what? Like this. For example, they go to school. This is a type. They go to school. This is some type of sentence. And this is called a statement. This is a statement. The other type of sentences is a question. A question. And we have 2 sorts. WH question and yes or no question. Like what? Why do you go to school? This is the other type of question, or the other type of sentences as a whole. Excuse me, let's fix it. The other type of question is Are you, for example, are you going to school? So, number one of sentences like this. It is called what? It is called a statement. This is number one. They go to school. A statement starts with a subject and ends with a predicate. Subject like what? Ahmed, Ali, Muhammad, Hussein, any noun could be a subject. And we have 7 subject pronouns. They only come at the very beginning of a statement. Who can tell me the subject pronouns of the English language? Don't tell me that you don't know a piece of information like this. How many subject pronouns that we have at the very beginning of a statement? Abdul Fattah Yusuf, do you hear me? I will be so angry if you don't be able to answer this question, whether you, Muhammad Sharif, or Sadat. How many subject pronouns we have in the English language? How many subject pronouns? Do you know about subject pronouns? Like I, we, you?
Yes.
Of course.
I know.
Yes, how many? Can you tell me about them? Can you say them?
I, you, we,
I.
they,
Yes? Hmm.
is,
No, is not a subject pronoun. Is
Teacher,
okay.
can I
Close
say?
your mic. Close your mic, Abdul Fattah. Thank you very much. What's
Teacher,
your
can
name?
I say?
What's your name? I'm
Muhammad
asking.
Sharif.
What?
Muhammad
Muhammad Sharif. Okay, go ahead, Muhammad Sharif.
Teacher, I think
Muhammad Riyad,
that
close your mic.
it is. Teacher, I think that it is 7 or 8.
7 or 8?
7, yes. 7, 7.
Yeah, yes, of course. Very good, excellent. They are 7. Can you say them? Can you mention them?
Teacher, he,
Yes?
she, it,
Huh?
I, we, they, you.
Huh? Very good, excellent. They are what we call subject pronoun, Muhammad Sharif. Good job. And 3 marks for your cooperation. Everybody, Muhammad Riyad, all of you, if you want something to add, look, go to the chat board like this and write down your answer. And I will consider it for you. So Muhammad Sharif has got 7 marks, and this is a reward on the LMS. And as well, our friend Abdul Fattah Yusuf has got only 3 marks because he has only just made a trial. Muhammad Riyad, can you say them again? Subject pronoun, but quickly. I don't have time. Muhammad Riyad, do you hear me?
Yes.
Of course. Go ahead. You have your time. Oh my God. Now you are wasting. Subject pronoun, say them again. Can you say them again? Yes or no? Quickly, man.
Yes.
What?
7 subject pronouns.
Very good, excellent. They are 7. Can you mention them? Okay. Thank you very much. Close your mic. They are I, he, she, it, we, you, and they. We use them only at the very beginning of a statement. We have another message. Okay, thank you very much for your addition, Muhammad Sharif. Now, let's back again. We said that we have 3. Don't forget this piece of information because this is very important. They are the basement, as I said. They are the very beginning. They are the elementary of the English language. We have 3 types. 3 types or 3 kinds of sentences in the English language. The very first one, statement, that starts with a subject, like they, we, you, Ahmed, Muhammad, the principal, the doctor, the police officer. Any noun could be an object, could be an subject, a subject. We use that at the very beginning of a statement. They go to school. Another type, or the other type of a statement is a question. We have 2 types of question: WH question and yes or no question. Why do you go to school? This is the other type of a statement. The third type of a statement is the imperative statement, when you want to give an order, and we use only a verb in its form, original form, or we can call it infinitive, like what? Go to school, like this. This is the third type of a statement. So the first one is this, a statement. The second one is a question, and the third one is imperative statement. They are the three types of statements we have in the English language. So in order to be able to deal with or to learn a grammatical rule like direct and indirect or reported speech, you should learn all these things that I have already talked about right now. First, how to change from one tense or to transfer from one tense to another one. And in order to do this, you should be able to learn all or to learn about all the tenses. Simple past, simple present, progressive past, progressive present, future, and other tenses. Other thing, you should learn how many types of sentences, because every sentence has a way to change it. For example, we have an example like this. They said, we sometimes go to Kaza Kaza and have some delicious street food. Look at these words between quotation marks. They are the authentic or the original words that is said by the speaker itself. When we want to change it into indirect speech, we have two sentences. They said, this is the first sentence, and the second sentence between quotation mark. We want to link between these two sentences. How can we link between them? If it is a statement, and this is a very important, a statement like they go, starts with a subject, we use that. So we can say, they said that. Okay, we used that to connect between both of them. So it's a conjunction. They said, we sometimes. So now we're talking about them. We can say, they said that, they, not we. We have to change pronouns. They went, sometimes went. Why say went? Because it was go, and go in the present simple. And as we, hala, yes, good morning. Okay. And as we said, we change from present simple into past simple. So it was present simple, we change it into past simple. Another important thing, we should learn about verb conjugation. So when I ask you, what is the past simple of go? You should learn that it is went. What is the past simple of eat? You should learn that it is ate. We sometimes go. They sometimes went to wherever. Cairo, for example, because it was so difficult to place. And have some delicious. What is the best symbol of have? Let me ask you about this. What is the best symbol of have? For Marcus. No. What is the best symbol of have? You can use the chat board to write down.
Teacher, me.
What's your name? Abdul Fattah, go ahead. Quickly, man.
Best of have had.
Yes. Very good. Excellent. Yes, that's right. Yes, that is right. It's okay. Omar has. No, Omar, it is not has. It's had. Yes, Omar. Very good. Excellent. Okay, 3 marks for Omar as well. As I said, you can use the chat board to write down answers if I didn't permit you to speak. So, Abdul Fattah Yusuf, 3 marks, and Omar, 3 marks as well. Let's back again. To Cairo and had some delicious street food. That's it. And at the end, full stop. We use quotation marks like this only in direct speech. So when you saw quotation marks like this, you should learn that it is a direct speech. In order to change it into reported speech, you should first of all delete these quotation marks. This is one. Number two, you should learn what type of sentence is it. Is it imperative statement? Is it an order? Because we have to link using to or not to. Is it a question? Because we should use another link word. It is related to the question itself. If it is a WH question, we will use the question word as a conjunction. Let's have an example. Okay, let's have an example. Another example. For example, they asked, why do you learn English? This is an example, you know. They asked, what type of sentence is it? Why do you learn English? It is a question. It's a question. We call it interrogative statement. Interrogative. We have a statement that starts with a subject. Number one. We have an interrogative statement that subdivided into two sections, like this, using a question word or yes or no question. And we have imperative statement that starts with an order or a verb in its original form. They asked, why do you learn English? How can we change it like this? Look at me. They asked. And we will use the question word why as a conjunction, as a linker between these two sentences. They asked why. After using why as a question word, we will not make a question as before. We will not say, why do you go? No, we will use the subject itself. So, after using the question word as a linker, not as a question word, it is not a question word right now, it's a linker. We use it as a conjunction to link between these two sentences. What should we do? Use the subject. They asked, why do you go? So they asked, why I? Now I'm talking about myself. Why I? Change verb. Why do you learn English? Why I learn it. We change it into past simple because it was present simple. We use do to ask about things in the present simple.
Teacher.
Yes? Yes?
Teacher learned, not learned.
Both of them are right. Add to your information. Both of them are right, and the most common one in the slang language, whether in America or British, is learn it, you know. So when you go that, you will listen to, or you will hear, you will never ever hear someone say learned. You will never ever say, listen or hear it, learn it. They are all say learn it, learn. Okay, what's your name?
Muhammad Sharif.
Muhammad Sharif, add to your information, it's learn it, not learn it, and your edition may be so old. But listen to me, both of them are right. Both of them are right. In both accent, whether American or British, both of them are used. But in the slang language, or the most common one is learn it, not learn it, okay? They asked why I learned English. Like this, we have already transferred or changed it from direct speech into indirect speech. What type of sentence? It's interrogative statement. What type of interrogative statement? WH question. Say that we want to transfer another type of statement, which is yes or no question, like this. She, another type. She asked, are you a teacher? This is another type of statement, which we call yes or no question. Okay, I'd like now to transfer it from direct speech into indirect speech. We will make like this. She asked me. She asked it, not me. She asked it if, we will use if as a conjunction. If I was a teacher. Like this. She asked it if I was a teacher. What did I do? I used if as a conjunction to link between these two sentences. Why? Because it is yes or no question. And after that, I will use a subject pronoun. I'll start the sentence already, ordinary statement. It starts with a subject. What will be the subject? I. Because she asked it, who are you? She is asking me. So now I'm transferring verbs, I'm transferring pronouns. She asked if I was, why was, because the tense was present simple, and now I should use be in the past simple. What is the past of am is are? The past of am is are, verb to be is was and were. Was and were. So right now, everybody, we have learned how to change from direct speech into indirect speech. And in order to do this, you should learn what type of sentence it is. Is it a statement? Is it a question? Is it an order, imperative statement? And after that, you should learn about tenses. In what tense is it? Present simple, it will be present past simple. Present perfect, it will be past perfect. Future with will, it will be transferred into future with would. Must, had to. And you should learn about adjectives and adverb. If it is this, it will be that. If it is now, it will be then. If it is tomorrow, if you find tomorrow in the statement, you will change it into the next day. Let's look at the chat board. Do we have any questions or interpretations or explanation? No. Now, this is an email. At the very beginning of the email, you will find those whom you will send the email to. So if I will send the email to Ali, I will say, hi, Ali. So this is what is written, this name, what is written above in the email is the email of the receiver to whom I will send this email. Hi, Aisha. Great news. We are going on holiday to Cairo in Egypt next month. Have you ever been there? When you want to ask someone if he has gone to somewhere and get back, has gone and get back, tell him like this. Have you ever been to France? Have you ever been to Syria? Have you ever been to Cairo? I haven't, but I am really excited about going. My cousin is living there at the moment, and she told me all about it. She said that, look at that, she said that she has already transferred from direct into indirect. Cairo was one of the biggest cities in Africa, and that it was the perfect place to go on holiday. Use always on before holiday, because it was great for sightseeing tours. She said that again. She often visited. Now, who can give me the real words of this statement? I don't want it, she said that. I want it only, she said, quotation marks. What was the original statement? She often visited. Who can tell me in 1 minute and 10 points for him? That's a very good question. What are the authentic words? She often visited the pyramids. The authentic words are she visit, present simple. She often visits the pyramids of Giza. She said, quotation marks, she often visits the pyramids of Giza, and after that we change the tense from present simple into past simple. And the mosque of Amr ibn al-As, she has also been to Cairo. Mosque of Amr ibn al-As, she has also been to the Cairo Tower and to the Khan al-Khalili market. She told me that the tower was very tall, and she told me, look at that, told me. We use me if we have someone to speak to. Everybody, it's okay. Right now we have already finished our lesson. If there is any question, prepare it to the second period, inshallah. See you later. Bye. Thank you very much.